Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Outfit Wars 2022. We're here to see some knockout round here. Round 5 Connery. I'm here with DrakenBryn, the one and only. Good friend of mine. I'm delighted to have you here. How are you, man?
I'm great, doing great, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. I love seeing two great outfits going up against it.
Yeah, and two great outfits because we're down to the wire now. So we're in the knockout stages. I cannot emphasize this enough, but this match is very important for both teams here. This is do or die for Mother Killer, and I believe so for FIFA as well. They're in a bit of a better position being 3-1, but the other teams, depending on what happens with the other games, they're going to want to win this game. So basically, this is knockout. If you win, you're through. If you lose, you're out.
Just with how the play-in stage went, it's just really close in terms of points. It's also really close in terms of obviously win-loss record. Every team is either 3-1, except with I believe Recursion, and 2-2. And all points I believe are within, besides of course Recursion. Yeah, I think like absolutely. 200 points of each other.
It's going to be neck and neck. We were in the Recursion game before, just looking at it. I'm not sure if that's concluded yet. We'll be looking out for that. But we're here today to see FIFA versus Mother Killer. This is the game we're covering. SLNM and FIFA Ironforged Alliance. So FIFA, let's have a quick talk about these two groups for a second here. FIFA is a NC outfit. They've got a bunch of friends who've joined them for this season of Outfit Wars. DrakenBryn and I, coming from Sammy, we've practiced with FIFA a lot. We know a lot of their people very well. We're good friends with them. We've even some of our guys even combo in them with the Miku outfit over on Emerald. So good relations there from us. Mother Killer, I don't really know too much about. I believe that they are a Soul Tech outfit competing on Connery, and they've done very, very well. They have a very decent record competing with same sort of records as Fate and TTA. So and their points speak for themselves. So we're in for a good game today. I can confirm that it's 48 v 48 at this point. No one has disconnected yet, and no one is short players, and that's what we like to see. Let's have a quick stats breakdown, Bryn.
Yeah, so
in 30 seconds or less.
Of course. So it looks like right now, at least in terms of active, FIFA is rocking an average KD ratio amongst all their players, not just the Out for War members, about 1.75. Obviously, that's not going to be wholly representative. And their KPM average right now is looking a little bit lower at 0.48. Whereas if you look at SLNM, you've got an average KD of 1.92 and an average KPM of 0.55 in the recent days. Though I will say these stats are not wholly representative. It does look like currently FIFA might be the favorite in terms of teams coming in. And with this being I think primarily Soul Tech outfit, we can assume that their whole base is more of the hardcore player type.
That's your stats man, DrakenBryn. So let me show you a little bit more about this format. If you don't know already, we are already in round 5. You should know this. If you don't, this is what it's all about. We have this map here. This map is called Nexus. It is a battle island. The rules are as followed. You have a red team and a blue team. Now, whatever faction you're on, you get assigned red or blue. These guys are both NC, so this is going to be an interesting fight to watch. But red team v blue team. In this case, red team will be FIFA, blue team will be Mother Killer. No Bastions or Colossus are allowed on this map, but all other resources are allowed. Orbital Strikes, Citadel Shields, Anvils, Steel Rains, the works, you're allowed it. They're going to be starting on balanced warp gates. The map is not mirrored, but it is balanced. They do race to cap the neutral bases in the center, which are 2-minute 20 caps. We'll learn a little bit more about base caps shortly. No construction in this format, much to the disappointment of many construction mains. The teams do get a 20-minute prep phase, which is 4 minutes and 45 seconds left of when we'll get into that game shortly, which is going to be 45 minutes long. Essentially, the team who warp gates the other team holds their home little Nexus bases, Nexus Alpha, Nexus Omega, wins the game, or if you hold the most territory at the end. I'm going to quickly show you what Nexus is all about, and then we're going to hop back in for some Outfit Wars action. We'll be right back. And we're back with ready 2 minutes 43 seconds out from Outfit Wars Action 2022 Round 5. We're going to see FIFA v Mother Killer today. I'm here with DrakenBryn as my co-caster. We're here on Nexus and we're ready to show this game to you wherever you are watching in the world. Momentarily, FIFA did lose a player and so did Mother Killer, but they're both back up to 48 now, so we're going to be seeing a very good matchup here. I'm excited. We've had a little bit of a peek with what's happening. In about a minute's time, we're going to be able to go over and we're going to be able to look at what these teams' openings are. I'm going to show you something here. We have a little bit of a second perspective there. See, Bryn's looking at Granite Head Reactor at the moment. So we're going to be able to see multiple perspectives. I also have the ability to pull him in and be on a full screen as well. So we are all good to go there. It's going to be a little bit jank, but it's the best we can do at short notice since Verunda had to duck out and do the recursion game. I'm going to quickly check if that's recursion has won that game already. So that's said and done. Recursion's on a 5-0 right now. So these teams are really going to be fighting for a place in this top 4. There's only 3 places available because recursion is guaranteed through.
Yeah, right now it looks like it's a race for second, especially with recursion being at 1,700 odd points. It's a lead for sure. That's about 500 ahead of anyone else right now.
18 seconds till we can see what these openers entail. I'm going to be checking out FIFA's opener on the red team, and DrakenBryn is going to be checking out Mother Killer's opener on the blue team. So we'll start by looking at my perspective. There's 1 minute to go. We can go over to the warp gates. If you want to go to the blue team, Bryn, I'll look at the red team. FIFA, they are in the red. They have a lot of Reavers right now. I cannot see anything for the ground stuff here. There is just a bunch of Reavers and nothing else. This is a pretty standard strategy. There is a Valkyrie, sorry. This is a pretty standard strategy from FIFA. We see this quite often from them. There's a Liberator in the sky as well. So the massive heavy air opener, which is what we tend to see here. And Bryn, over to you.
Yeah, it currently, as you can probably see, there's at least 8 tanks coming out there. Looks like 3 Sundays have just been pulled. There's 1 Gal going up and a lot of air. This is a bit of a stronger armor pull than I've seen from most teams. There are some exceptions, but this is a little bit more land-based than I think we're used to seeing.
And we're now ready for start. We're waiting for that alert tick timer. We're going to have both perspectives on the screen here for you to see this opening. We're waiting for the alert timer for this quarterfinal round of Outfit Wars. Let's see who's going to come out on top here. Alrighty, here we go. FIFA streaming out, as well as Mother Killer. Let's see them meet in the middle, and let's see what happens. We'll see if this overwhelming air dominance from FIFA can pay off for them here. Here they come. We're going to see Reaver v Reaver combat. It's going to be really hard to see who's winning, but we're going to be able to see nonetheless. We're seeing Mother Killer engaging quite aggressively right now. So is FIFA. There's some diving going down onto points. People bailing out from FIFA and getting on point already. Granite Head Reactor.
SLNM has established some presence on Arazek Satcom Hub. We've got a balcony drop? Yeah.
Alright.
They're taking a little bit of time getting out of their galaxy. They've only flipped B points so far. They're taking their sweet time getting down to A and C.
Very nice. So we have a cap started for Mother Killer on Satcom Hub. We have a cap also started for FIFA on Granite Head Reactor. It is in contention by Mother Killer, though. Bittergorge Garrison is going in the way of Mother Killer as well.
Mother Killer has just dropped an anvil on Arazek Satcom Hub. There's no contest from FIFA so far on Satcom Hub, though. This is kind of expected. It's kind of the lost base. Nobody really wants to go there compared to the 2 northernmoor bases in the middle.
Yeah. So early game, we see this little bit of a lull in this early game right now. To be expected as these neutral bases do pan out. We've got some tank action. Got Delta, known Vanguard player from Connery, leading the charge there for FIFA. Followed with a few other guys. They're holding up this choke point here on in between this ravine, and as you know, Bryn, these ravines can be quite troublesome, but they do have the numbers, and Delta's pushing up with his lightning support, and he will clear that out.
Yeah, on Arazak right now, it looks like the Sunderer that was pulled by Mother Killer has been ATG'd and is currently smoking pretty bad. They got to get some Desis or some anti-air to protect that Sunday.
So, Bittergorge Garrison's going in the favor of Mother Killer. Granite Head Reactor is going to go to FIFA, but the fast cap started quicker on Granite Head Reactor. Quick logistics check for FIFA. It looks like they've paved the way with these Vanguards to bring in some logistics so they can fast rotate here onto
Bittergorge has become a big fight right now. A lot of FIFA just popped up on point.
Looks like FIFA's going to go for a rotation here. They're going to have Granite Head Reactor in the bag. They're going to forgo SATCOM hub control and take Bittergorge Garrison.
SATCOM hub, it's got a lot of Mother Killer just still sitting over on there. They're not really doing anything. They've got a Vanguard sitting down there. The armor hasn't really done much as far as I've seen. They've got 2 Vanguards sitting over here. And
here comes FIFA onto the point, onto Bittergorge Garrison, flipping a point in their favor. Clunkano and friends ready to do business here on Bittergorge Garrison. They've slowed this down. Now this is going to give the FIFA resources time to rotate onto Bittergorge Garrison.
And Granite Head has flipped over to FIFA.
FIFA does have a bus up here. It's smoking right now. They are flipping C point and B point as we speak. All right. Let's have a look at what's happening at this base right now.
Hydroponics compound has a back cap going. A Ghoulbot for FIFA has set up a back cap. That's going to cause some issues with the SATCOM take that's already happened.
Oh yeah, that is going to cause some issues. Oh, okay, so they've put up a Sunderer there even though they're not going there. It might be for a future play.
FIFA is dropping on Hydroponics.
But FIFA hasn't taken that base. Oh, because they've taken Granite Head Reactor, they have access to it, so that's going to be fine. That's going to be detrimental for the SATCOM hub play there. So FIFA's going in with that backup. We're seeing that on Bryn's screen. They've also taken Bittergorge Garrison right now. Just seeing the last up fight fizzle out, and we're going full back cap mode here on the Hydroponics compound. Doesn't look like that's happened because Nexus Secure is also being flipped by Mother Killer. So
currently looks like Hydroponics has been protected, but if Granite Head isn't flipping, I don't know if they'll be able to cap it.
Mother Killer doesn't have much of a setup on this point. Not any maxes. There's a couple of infantry. FIFA has won the air battle. They are dominant in the air. We just check out this back cap fight here. There's not really much happening in the way of that. I'm not sure where all the contention's happening right now. It looks like FIFA's probably gearing up to repull something. I don't know where
FIFA is currently losing Granite Head Reactor. It looks like it's a small cap right now. They should be able to fend it off, but it's stopped their Hydroponics compound take.
So Granite Head, yeah, it looks like they will take this back because it's overwhelmingly FIFA right now. But they are winning this fight. They don't need to do anything mad. They do need to keep that pressure on, though, if they don't want Mother Killer to come and fight back, because they could easily capitalize on this Granite Head Reactor cap right now.
It looks like they're setting up on Slate Canyon currently. They're flipping point, and they just anviled in a bus.
So Mother Killer setting up on Slate Canyon. Hold. Is that...
Never mind. Not a bus. I think it must be a logistics ant.
That's a deliverer. Is that the deliverer ant that we're looking at there?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it looks like a deliverer ant. They're probably setting it up in this cave right here.
So FIFA has successfully defended the Granite Head Reactor take. And now we're waiting... oh, we've got a Slate Canyon hold cap right now.
Yeah, Slate Canyon hold is cap. They've set up a deliverer ant, and looks like SLNM is taking a little bit of time to react to it.
So FIFA's hold on here isn't overly strong right now. Mega big bonus checks there. Shout out. Holding down his point. Rocking the medic. Mother Killer's just a bit slow to respond here. They are now pushing across the bridge. Let's see if they can do anything.
On the other side of the map, FIFA has also taken Hydroponics compound. It's flipped in their favor. They're setting up a point hold.
So FIFA's also they're basically point holding on opposite side of the map right now. So I'll let you watch that fight. I'll watch this fight, and we can see both of them take place at the same time. So FIFA's doing a good job at holding these angles here, popping out, getting those Mother Killer guys who are trying to push up and down. There, FIFA's holding onto this point well. What's your timer at over there, Bryn?
Timer's at 3:09 right now.
309. So we've got 2 minutes 30 on the FIFA cap here on Slate Canyon hold, and they're doing a very, very good job at holding on to that at this point. Not much else to report on the battlefield. FIFA just doing a really good job holding down here. If we got some stats to look at, Bryn, can we have a look at some stats right now? Because there's a severe kill differential between these two teams at the moment.
Looking at it, top killers for FIFA right now are Clone Cano with 18. Never heard of UNC with 15, followed by another 15 with KNC, TJK 6, 14, and Utter Chaos. I believe that's a player from Emerald on B-Way, actually.
Quite a severe deficit at this point in those kills. That is quite a big, quick number to be behind. And Motherkiller's doing a really good job at holding on. Hydroponics Compound, as you say, has got 2 minutes 14. Slate Canyon's going to go through in 1 minute 37. So realistically, FIFA has the timer battle here. And they'll happily take that trade if they have to, because that'll keep them in the lead. And even better still, they can potentially come through and cap that base back. There is a window of opportunity if they play the logistics right to do that. Motherkiller coming across. They have a max in the mix. Got the shield up. Not a bad option trying to come across that bridge, but pushing across that bridge is so brutal, especially against that FIFA infantry. We know that FIFA infantry is very deadly. Orbital Strike coming in from FIFA. Not going to be hitting too much in the way of players, but it is going to delay that push in. They don't have any maxes themselves, so maybe it could have been better suited for when more maxes are being pulled, which is exactly what's happening right now. Motherkiller said, "Okay, FIFA's pulled their orbital out. We're gonna pull some maxes. They can't orbital us now unless they're carried 2 into the game, and that's the gamble that they're having to play with right now."
Yeah, it currently looks like the hydroponics compound push has been completely cleared. There was a rather large Motherkiller push that got rather destroyed at a choke point. They're going to have to try again. They've only got 1 minute 17 left on hydroponics compound.
But FIFA's flipped that back, and
difficult.
They're already taking this in 19 seconds. There is some FIFA armor here holding down the fort as well. So this is a successful defense for FIFA as well as a successful offense. And that's going to put them way in the lead in this game with 35 minutes to play. It's not a good position for Motherkiller to be in.
The only issue that I'm seeing with FIFA over here on hydroponics compound is they're playing so far up that every time they over-rotate, the point gets flipped for just a second. But every single time they're able to take it back. So if they were playing a team that was able to meet them as much on the logistics or the infantry side, that would be a major issue. But currently, it's not causing too many issues for them.
FIFA is already dropping in on Nexus Omega, just some squishy infantry right now. Motherkiller has already responded and defending that base before they arrived, which is giving them an opportunity to keep FIFA out right now, and that's absolutely what to do. FIFA is bringing up logistics. Tanbink bringing up Sunderer. Delta follows with a Vanguard. Some more Sunderers and more Vanguards coming streaming into this Hex right now. FIFA wants this game over.
Unfortunate, not well used orbital at hydroponics compound. There was no push to support it, and a couple drops come in, but they've got 8 seconds to get on point. Hydroponics compound is going to go for FIFA. That orbital was just wasted. It could have been used probably on Nexus Omega before giving up the point.
So Motherkiller is holding on to Nexus Omega point. They do have maxes in the mix right now. Back cap check, see if anything's happening. Nexus Secure Substation does have a cap on it. If you want to go check that one out, Bryn, let's see what's happening over there. Meanwhile, FIFA's trying to push onto the doors with some harassers. And they have a max crash coming, and here comes FIFA onto the Nexus Omega. They want this game over. Mega big bonus checks leading the charge in his max suit, crouching up and down, destroying the competition and just getting in there. FIFA's actually doing a really good job at pushing on right now. Motherkiller's holding on by the skin of their teeth.
Looks like at least 6 players on Nexus Secure Substation doing nothing. They're fighting no one. So it does look like FIFA's sent back around about the same amount to take it back.
Meanwhile, FIFA is on point here at Nexus Omega, and that point is flipping in a big way. They have max suits on point. And in 7 minutes' time, this game is going to be over for Motherkiller, and so is the tournament. They've got to have an answer to this.
Yeah, they haven't taken enough points to really justify a loss right here. It's going to be very difficult for them. They're not in a good position right now.
Definitely. So FIFA's looking really strong here on point. They are leaving some players on the flank to defend, and they also have other players. They've really nicely balanced apart here on Nexus Omega. We're just going to keep our eyes open for Nexus Secure, because that is still flipping in the favor of Mother Killer.
It's been basically pushed off. They've got 6 people here committed with a beacon, but that's their only spawn logistic.
Points flipping there now on point.
Yeah.
So we'll look at that second, see if Mother Killer can recover from that. FEFA's still holding on to the point. While there is a little bit of a lull in combat, is there anything interesting we need to look at? Let's have a look at the domain kills to see where the kills have come from both of these teams. So
domain kills. There we go.
It's Bryn's first day on the job. Let's cut him some slack. So here's some domain kills. Pretty balanced across the board, but we're seeing a lot more air kills from FIFA, like a hell of a lot more air kills. A lot more max kills from the side of Mother Killer. That's just because FIFA is probably sustaining more maxes at the moment. That's explanatory there. The frags differential is almost... FIFA has more than double Mother Killer's kills right now. They also have pretty much less than half their revives, so you can see why this game is going this way. Here comes Mother Killer though on the flank. They don't want to go out this easy. They're coming in with some maxes of their own. They just need to push through this doorway right now to get into the point. Looks like FIFA is going to hold on to that push right now. Mother Killer has plenty of other opportunities to push out here. They also have plenty of opportunities to retake bases, and it looks like well, Mother Killer hold on to Sacom, and FIFA's just slow capping it on a back cap right now.
It looks like Mother Killer has also lost the opportunity on their back cap for Nexus Secure Substation. Their beacon's gone, and they're not going to be able to spawn in anymore. So Satcom Hub is more or less a lost option. They're going to have to push them off Nexus Omega before they make any sort of move elsewhere on the map. Hopefully they can do that before they lose Satcom, but
yeah.
Otherwise, they're kind of lost.
What they could do is resecure Satcom back cap, come back in on hydroponics compound or something to that nature to get FIFA's some of their resources away from Omega so they can actually push in there, because the trap to fall into is not to tunnel vision this home base. You need to be keeping your opponent on their toes and not so basically you don't want the opponent allocating 100% of their forces here, because that's all they have to do right now. They don't hold Satcom Hub, but they will in a minute's time. So Mother Killer could easily go stabilize that base, come back, start a back cap, come back here and make FIFA rotate and play the game. There's still 30 minutes to play, so they could easily get them off this point and do that right now. But we're just seeing a complete differential in frags at the moment, and that's really hurting Mother Killer.
And I can't really help but think about the orbital that I saw used on hydroponics compound. When they had no one there to capitalize on it, they could be using it here, taking off those maxes off point and making at least a very well concerted attempt to push on this point.
Here comes Mother Killer trying to flank on that right-hand side of the base. They just have squishy infantry. They must be really hurting for nanites right now, because FIFA's doing a really good job at just suppressing anything that's happening. We can see this fight. We can actually see this happening from 2 angles right now, because Bryn's got the outside view, and we're seeing what's looking like from FIFA's perspective. So it's a pretty rough position to push into.
Ooh, Ghoulbot with that max flank. Usually not a great idea, but when you've got this much oppressive air, I don't think there's really going to be an issue with it.
FIFA pushes out and squelches that push on the doorway, easily taking out that competition. Mother Killer has more population in this hex, and that's because FIFA is slow capping Satcom Hub. Sorry, slow capped Satcom Hub, and FIFA is in complete control of the map right now. 8 points to 1, and 2 minutes 46 seconds. This tournament is over for Mother Killer.
It looks like it, unless they can make a big change here. That orbital, I say again, like, all these maxes would be at the very least down for a whole res timer. But they got no orbital to work with, it doesn't look like, or they're being very frugal about it, which this is your last match in the tournament if you don't win, or at least put up a really decent fight.
Just looking at that Citadel shield there, that's come down from FIFA, because that is red. So that means that FIFA's blocking them in the spawn room. That's a really good opportunity to play. It stops the Mother Killer guys shooting out of that spawn room shield. Makes it a bit harder to push up. They are trying to push in from the back right now as well. They are not having much luck, because FIFA's got them right down to the back, and they're just air hammering anything they're pulling out. This must be so rough to push into at this point. So there's no opportunity for backups. They need to push them off the space to do anything right now, and it's not looking good for Mother Killer's tournament.
Yeah, they're pulling up some armor to try and get some Skyguards to try and get rid of this air, but they've really got to get the people off point. They've got to find a concerted push to push up, but the FIFA armor that just came in has taken care of at least one of their spawn logistics and is about to take out the other Sunday.
Yeah, so we're seeing the same angle here. I'm just watching a little bit closer down at the ground level.
It looks like Mother Killer has brought up another Sunder on the northeast east side.
The warp gate side. I'm looking at the warp gate side right now as well. They have a Sunder on that side as well, but they're just suppressed down here and they're not able to move out because the FIFA's just on top of them shooting down, and there's literally nothing they can do about it. And in 1 minute's time, this fight's going to be over.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do anything really here unless they pull out some sort of... Oh, there's a Citadel.
There's a Citadel shield.
That might be the attempted push that they're going to make. It's a nice cutoff. It avoids the elbow room on the left-hand side so they can push in a little bit.
Lone Kano just jumps down into a crowd of them and tries to take a few of them out, but Mother Killer's not letting that happen. Coolness 22 tries to peek, gets taken out as well, but at the end of the day, FIFA is in control here in 30 seconds. This game is done.
Big push coming from the spawn room. Big push coming from the spawn room. They're probably going to go directly into point. They're going to have to push now.
That's their last-ditch push. FIFA needs to rotate because there's not a lot of people in the point here. You want to look at the Mother Killer perspective, Bryn?
Yeah, big push.
Follow the push in and we'll see it from FIFA's side. Here they come. FIFA's doing a rotation. Here they come. FIFA's coming in for a rotation right now. Not the whole team here. Mother Killer's just got to sustain through. Lots of maxes are going down for Mother Killer. Here they come right now, and the game is over. They're just not quick enough. That is GG. GG's up in chat. Congratulations to FIFA on the victory. They have won there.
Yeah, if that push had come in just a half minute earlier, maybe even a full minute, that might have been able to flip them off point, but it was just a bit too slow. A bit too resistant to use that Citadel and push up. It was do or die, and they weren't able to make it.
Yeah, should we swap over to TeamSpeak, Bryn? So we can wait for this interview. I'm just... Alrighty.
Microphone activated.
So we saw a game today. It's not as close as I was expecting, but we saw a game. FIFA absolutely dominated that game, and congratulations to them. We're just going to see if anybody wants to come in for interviews. FIFA back here up in Sanctuary. I'm just going to ask them if they want an interview. And we'll get that done. So that round of outfit was concluded for today, but we do have another couple games tomorrow. We're just going to wait to see if we can get interviews from the captains here before we take off today. But wow, that was quite the game. Bryn, what are your thoughts?
That game went a little bit more one-sided than I was expecting. I mean, obviously FIFA's in second place right now, but they are closing in on the recursion score. I mean, we've already seen the matchup against those two, but that was a very decisive victory.
Yeah, I Mother Killer just seemed a little bit off today compared to what they have performed in previous matchups. We've got Nikon up in the Jaeger events. We'll try to drag him in here. I'm just going to tell him he can come in. Hop in. The channel is open, so I don't need to drag you in, so feel free, team reps, come to the PSB TeamSpeak. A couple reps from each team max, please, and we'll get down to the nitty-gritty of the game. We ended up with a massive frag differential as well.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the PS2 alerts kill screen, it says it all. In the top 20, there's one row of blue with CCCCC Milk being the only person in place 17 for Mother Killer showing up on that board. Yeah,
it's it was a pretty big differential in skill there. So I think yeah, we should definitely get into what FIFA's plan was that game and ask them, you know, the nitty gritties about it. I'm curious to pick their brains a little bit. Hopefully they hop in soon so we don't have to keep filling the airtime. Hop in, representatives. Nikon, I can see you in the chat, so come and join us. Not sure what else to say about that one. That was pretty said and done. The other games, Recursion obviously took out Fate in quite a decisive way as well. And tomorrow's matchups are going to decide who makes it through to the semi-finals. Here's Nikon. Welcome, good sir. How was that for you? Congratulations on the victory.
How was the match or air? Sorry.
Just how was the match in general? Just how do you feel about that? Because you guys rocked it.
Yeah, no, we were trying a different little thing out with our organization that we thought worked well on paper. We tried it in practice, and it worked quite well for this match. So we're quite happy with it, and we're happy we had a very good match to try it in.
Yeah, it was just decisive. Every place you were at was a better choice at every single time. I mean, Satcom was also just a field of uselessness for Mother Killer. Honestly, they had a full squad on there for all the way through your cap of Bitter Gorge, and yeah.
What was you're the air leader, right, Nikon?
Yeah, I am air vehicle man today.
And we saw a bit of vehicle gameplay today. Did you anticipate Mother Killer to pull armor at the beginning? Because we saw quite early on Delta and Co pulled a few vanguards, which helped you actually rotate your forces up to Granite Head Reactor, and you managed to solidify that base. Was that part of the strategy? Because we saw you just completely abandon Satcom Hub.
I would say our idea with that would stem from sort of like the reactionary side to they weren't really pulling aircraft anymore. So if they're not pulling aircraft, what are they pulling? And it's ground vehicles. Well, if it's Skyguards, it zones out our aircraft, and that's not good. So we needed more, ground vehicles for the rest of the match, and that's what we ended up doing a little bit.
Absolutely. So you've won. So you're through to the semi-finals. And you're more than likely going to be playing against the victor of the game tomorrow. So depending on how many points gets drawn, let's quickly do the math in our head. So that gives FIFA 4-1. So depending on what happens tomorrow, and depending on how many points get spread, you could be going up against Recursion for the next game. I don't know how that would work.
I think at the very least,
it's 1-8 and 2-7 on separate sides of the bracket, right?
Yeah, that's how it worked out this time.
Okay.
So I think it's
going
to work out with.
We're going to be seeing Recursion in the finals if
you get through. So you'll be playing TTA or Vikings of Connery or TTA.
Yeah, they'll be playing the fourth place team.
One of the other two teams.
Yeah, one of the other two teams. Yeah,
that is what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah, Recursion will be playing fourth place team, and FIFA will be playing the third place team.
Yeah, it's quite hard to work out these brackets sometimes.
It's all good.
Would you like to say anything? Any particular standout members of your team today?
Yes, there is no stacking, and Outfit Wars did a phenomenal job, and we brought him in on short notice. I'm very happy with his performance today.
Oh, very good. Apart from that, I don't really have anything else to ask. Bryn, do you have anything else to ask Nikon here?
No, it looks like you guys had a very good match on your hands there. Very well performed. Good job.
Are you? How do you prepare for your next game then, Nikon? What's your preparation for the next week?
So it's going to depend, obviously, Monday, whether we see we're playing Unity, TTA, Dire, or Vikings. With TTA, I think we just play our best game that we can, and we go for the win. We've played them twice already now, and we feel pretty confident in a third match against them. Unity, on the other hand, is a bit of a unknown. I don't know specifically how strong they're going to be if they end up playing against us. They seem to be, in my opinion, a little, I guess, you know how you can have high highs and low lows? They seem to fluctuate between those a lot, is what I think is happening.
So good analysis there. I think that's all we've got for today on Connery. There is more games tomorrow for all of the servers, so do check that out on the PSB channels. Thank you to Nikon and both teams for showing up and playing today. That's all we've got from myself and Bryn. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you on the flip side. And yeah, remember to check out the other games, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for watching.